Wow. Warning, heavy spoilers for One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 2, You Have Been Warned. This episode adapted all of Chapter 88 and the first half of Chapter 89. So this Garo shot looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the colors in this and the Fubuki shots. Once again, the artists working at JC Staff absolutely love drawing this gal. But honestly, mate, if I'm going to be honest, the first half of this episode was a little bland. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't great either, and of course the lack of animation and movement was very apparent. I of course noticed that. Fortunately, the way this first half was written and with the very good voice acting, it did keep me engaged. But mate, when you compare the anime shots to the manga, the detailing in the manga is absolutely crazy in my opinion. You would think that the anime shots having less detail is due to the fact that they are saving time to animate these scenes, but the first half of this episode barely has any animation. The middle section of this episode, mainly with Garo, the Kid Taro, and Saitama, was hit and miss. There were some really beautifully drawn shots in the anime compared to the manga, but I noticed that Garo's face was quite inconsistent at times, just the way his face was drawn in certain angles, especially when you compared it to the manga. It was something I couldn't stop noticing, and I do imagine that they will fix some of those shots in the Blu-ray, but oh my goodness, the moment King the Ripper, aka Royal Ripper, enters the scene, everything starts to pop off in my opinion. The artwork, the coloring, even the subtle character animation is all there. I mean, even the shots with Zombie Man look pretty good in my opinion, with barely any bad drawings, although the anime did rearrange this scene. Basically, all the zombie scenes you see in the anime are meant to happen all at the same time in the manga. But going back to King the Ripper and Garo, I must say that most of these scenes look pretty good. I do believe that if you are a manga reader, you may be awfully disappointed with this episode when it comes to the way some of the characters are drawn throughout. Yes, there are good shots here and there, but I do notice that there is less detail on their faces. In my opinion, I don't mind the lack of detailing because the Garo and Ripper scenes actually did have movement, so the designs need to be simplified so the animation looks incredibly fluid. For what this entire sequence is, I think it's pretty good. I did like some of the animation sequences. Now, is this entire animation cut one of the best cuts in One Punch Man's history? No. But so far, I am actually pretty impressed with what I am seeing. Of course, so far, it is the best episode of Season 3 so far because you don't really have much competition. The first half was pretty PNG-esque, but had some pretty funny moments. Middle half got a little bit better, but it was definitely towards the end of this episode with Garo versus Ripper where things started to improve and actually look good in my opinion. But overall, I am pretty impressed with the second half of this episode. If this level of animation of the Garo and Ripper scene is on this level, if not even better, then I am very excited to see what the future episodes of One Punch Man Season 3 will end up looking like. Now, the real question is this all just clickbait? False hope? Will episode 3 be entirely PNG PowerPoint slideshows? Is JC Staff well and truly cooked? Or will things start to take a turn and actually start to improve and get better? Who knows? Only JC Staff knows. We just got to wait and see. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think of all of this? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more One Punch Man videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. Thank you for watching. The second boy dude signing out.